Here's my final version of my infographic that explains how the Marvel Cinematic Universe is connected. Originally, I wanted to show each minor detail of how things were connected throughout the Marvel movies and TV shows, but as I began, I realized that the amount of information required to do that was too much for me to display within the given size requirements. I finally decided that I would focus on the main objects that connect everything, and those were the Infinity Stones. First, I created the images of the stones and positioned them within a hexagon outline. Then I created the Infinity Gauntlet image, which didn't turn out so well. So with some guidance from Brother Liber, I decided I would use a picture for the gauntlet. This picture is actually what I modeled my image after. Next, I created the background, which I did in Photoshop. This was done by creating circles that I blurred and stretched or shrunk. Each star is actually a blurred circle that I shrunk down. Loki's staff was especially difficult. Creating the individual shapes took a lot of time and thought. The cube, or tesseract, took no time at all. The orb and ether, I created shapes and then used the warp tool to give that effect to it. Since I wasn't using the gauntlet image anymore, I needed to create one more vectorized image. So I created this planet, which is actually modeled after a planet in the Marvel Comics. But since it looked weird by itself, I decided to create another planet with a moon. The graph was the most difficult part to think of. After discussing it with Brother Libert, I created this graph which shows which movies each stone has appeared in so far. I was able to create each stone's path using the pen tool. I then copied each path and blurred one of them, and then combined the two. Finally, I sent it to my family for judging. Both of my brothers and dad said it looked awesome, but my mom simply responded with, "I don't get it." The boys in my family are big Marvel fans, so it didn't surprise me that they understood right away. But for my mom's and others' sakes, I created a text box that introduced the main idea behind the graph. And that is my infograph. I hope you like it.